network and show your passion. T's and C's do apply. We do have a book review and we do have Ronald Muringai in studio ozixoxela more about incwadi yakhe ayibhalileyo lana ebizwa ngokuthi Excellence or Nothing. I just love the title of this book. Good morning, Ronald, and welcome to Jozi FM.
Good morning, Zama. Ngiyabonga kakhulu for lethuba ukuthi ningilethelana nami.
No, it's an honor to have you in studio, my dear. So now, I guess ngokuthi ke usende understand usitshele nje more about ukuthi ubani uRonald and uvelaphi.
uRonald insizwe enhle kakhulu. Abanye bathi ngifana no Idris Elba kodwa ngazi ukuthi ke baqinisile yini. Kodwa ke ngokuqhamuka ngwaseZimbabwe initially and then ngifike lapha eSouth Africa 2001 I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, ngase ngesikolweni ngase ngiqala ukusebenza lana ke so ngisaselana nje ngize ngashada ke ngathola nezingane ke yabona ke so.
Lento ukuthi bakufanise into ejwayele vele. Njengoba nami uthema ungena I'm like your face.
Exactly. Abanye bathi ngifana nompia ke zungu ngithi hayi. Ngena ke mina lo. So yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So now akumchazele nje umusakhula. Did you ever imagine ukuthi one day you would wake up and usithole as an author obhale incwadi? Is it something that you've always dreamed of, or is it kanjani le ndaba?
Not nakancane nje at all. I think it's a very funny thing nje story sakho ukuthi ngicine ngifika kanjani kulesi stage, because mina ngisakhula ngangizibona nje ngibe pilot or doctor and ke pilot hayi imethi yangishaya doctor nakhona ngabona ukuthi cha igazi ngiyalisaba so ngabalekela lokho ke and ended up doing something else ke economics, but incwadi yona I was actually doing a voice over for one of these shows, and then lo muntu engikhuluma naye was like, yes, the way article ngakhona and the way passion ngakhona about lenda by excellence mhlawumbe it's something that you might want to teach abantu ngayo and possibly even put it on paper as a book of some sort. And I laughed my esho leyo nto because I've never thought myself mina uthi ngagcina ngibhala incwadi at some stage. But mangixoxela unkosikazi ke she's like, you know what, maybe she's actually right lo muntu, it's something that you might want to consider doing, and ke mase ngicabangisisa seriously ended up doing it, and here we are today sekhona nencwadi.
Because sometimes uNkulunkulu speaks through people.
Iqiniso lelo, and
sometimes what it is afuna ukuthi uyenze.
Exactly. And kuba nathi ukuthi are we able to listen and actually process lento abantu abayisho kuthina, or sizokwazi ukuthi nje mhlambe sivele ignore and miss out on the possible opportunities ezingeza if ukwazi ukulalela uNkulunkulu through abantu, as you say.
So after ke sekakutshelile ke about ukuthi you might just be the person to write a book about the excellence.
Sure.
Then what happened after that?
So it took some time of soul searching, because I think indaba excellence hayi ukuthi mhlambe ngivele ngacabanga mase kufanele ngibhalele incwadi. It's something that I actually got a revelation of ngisemsebenzini the one time I was working I think it was early 2000s nje ngiqala ukusebenza, and ngihleze ofisini ngiyenza umsebenzi wami but ngibhizi ngiyenza lokho kunye yabona. I was organizing an event and I was wasting time, well, the employer's time as it were, ngibhizi ngi-organize le event ngikhohle ukuthi kahlahle ngisemsebenzini, and it kind of hit me uNkulunkulu wathi no kahlahle, what you are doing here is stealing your employer's time. So you are here from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock ukuthi uzosebenza wenza into ethize, but you are busy doing your own thing ngaleso sikhathi usebenzisa nama resources and you're not doing the right thing. So I was saying there's a verse it was Colossians 3:23 I think that says, for everything you do it as unto God, which ngagcina sengifake even on my screen, to kind of remind me ukuthi mangabe ngisemsebenzini I have to work. Umsebenzi womsebenzi. So I suppose it's with all of us men. Mhlawumbe uzogcina check ama status wakho, busy update or check ukuthi Twitter kwenzakalani, but uyakhohlwa ukuthi in that whole time usemsebenzini kufanele bengathi uyasebenza and you're not being excellent ke kulento abakucela ukuthi uyenze wasanele contract for. So for me it became somewhat of an easy thing to do because ngase nginaleyo background ukuthi ngiyazi ukuthi fanele ngiyenzeni and what is this topic about nakhona. That's how I ended up writing it about it.
So now let's get into the title again, manje.
Sure.
Excellence or Nothing. Why?
So
uyiqambe ngale ndlela.
Excellence, it's a concept that a lot of people take mistakenly. It's something that has to talk about perfection. But in one of the chapters, I actually separate, excellence and perfection. And the title itself is trying to encourage us to say, Yazin, if you're going to do something, do it. Or otherwise mangabe ungafuna ukuyenza yeke, because uthi mhlawumbe uma ucela ukuthi ngicela ungenzele itiye for example ucasuke now lokho uqalile futhi uthi uye kitchen, next thing uzowisika up or whatever, because so yenza lento nokuthukuthela awusanayo le ngathi excellence of attitude kwakuwena kwasuqaleni. So which means if uzoyenza anything, whatever le ozoyifaka isandla sakho to, make sure ukuthi uyayenza perfectly the first time, or try and do it as best as much possible ukuze ungamoshi isikhathi, so that you have to try and do it again. So it's either do it or don't, which is what the title kind of says, excellence or nothing.
Manje ke singene ke kwincwadi ke manje sigxile ke kuma chapters ale ncwadi, as you are saying ukuthi ke it's either you do it or you just don't.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Because
No
asifuna ukuthi olokusha ma half
Exactly.
usuropa, rather you just do it or not do it at all.
That's it.
All right. Singene ku chapter 2. Qala lapha ku chapter 2.
Sure.
Chapter 2 wencwadi wakhe ukhuluma ngani exactly?
Right, so uzothola ukuthi lapho ngiqale nge-quotation yabo that kind of says, I think it's Booker T, if I'm not mistaken, and quotation izokutshela ukuthi if you're going to be a street sweeper, better street those sweeps as if you're sweeping gold. Yabo. So the encouragement is to say, okokuqala excellence fanele be into esengqondweni yakho, it must be an attitude. Yabo. Fanele wena udecide ukuthi ngizoyenza lento ngiyenze ngamandla wonke, or otherwise so I'm trying to encourage through all of that whatever you set your mind to do, whatever it is that you've been tasked to do, whatever it is ofaka isandla sakho kuyona, khetha ukuthi uyenze ngawo wonke amandla owenza ngayo, uyabona. Otherwise don't waste time, and rather just don't do it at all. So I'm trying to make sure ukuthi mindset yakho is where it's important. So it starts in your mind. Make up that decision first before you even trying to take the first step on doing that thing that you have to do. Make up your mind, and then only then can you go ahead and do something about it.
Chapter 4. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power.
Exactly. So angithi siyazi phela ukuthi kuyiwa banendaba lezi zo state capture nani thola ukuthi for most of abantu uzothola ukuthi we are ngathi internally right, we are good, kodwa ke if we are exposed to izinto ebesingazijwayele, like you've seen some soccer players basuke elokishini and then they make it big, suddenly say hola ama 50,000 ngenyanga akasakwazi manje ukwenza nele mali, they end up doing drugs and booze and alcohol and all that kind of stuff. That's because that stuff shows the weakness that is inside of you. So you have to be sure before you get exposed to fame and money and fortune, etc. What is it that is about your character? How grounded are you as a person? How grounded are you as an individual? Because the masses figures even the power, then you won't end up, in trouble or being caught up by temptations of the glitz and the glam of that life. So that's what I'm saying. If they were involved with state capture, if they had the strength of character, they would not. If Mumutse offerisha something that's corrupt, then it's easy for you to say no, because we ask this is not what I'm about as an individual. But if you don't have that spine and that backbone yourself as an individual, then it becomes difficult. Possibly you're going to fall.
Okay. And then how will this book change impilo yomuntu umayithenga?
So mina ke inhloso yami vele from the start, from the onset, was to say there's a quotation, a famous quotation by JFK, the former president of America back in the day. Ask not what it is that your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I'm trying to encourage abantu to say, if you do the best that you can, if we're as a DJ, you do the best job that you can. If the receptionist does the best job that she can. If the person who's sweeping Lape Studio does the best job that they can, Jozi FM becomes an excellent station because everybody is giving the best that they can. The drivers, for example, the train drivers, etc. If they can do the best that they can, we, as the Abantaba benefits, also get the best of that thing. And, ultimately, from an individual perspective to a social perspective, right through to the community, we become better, the world becomes a better place.
Sesivala nje incwadi yakho iyatholakala etolo noma ufuna umuntu axhumane nawe ukuze ayithole and mawuthi kanjalo awusinike inombolo zakho.
Right, so iyatholakala ngathi etolo but online. So umuntu mangabe ifuna ungawaya wena ku publisher.co.za uzokwazi ukuyithola lapho. Otherwise,
publisher.co.za.
that's it. Kuyikuthi ke if ungenayo ke internet access mhlambe, then you can contact us mhlambe via my Facebook page Ronald Muringai MC, or you can go to my website www.ronaldmuringai.co.za. Thola my details.
Masithi Muringai asibanikeze spelling sika Muringai.
That's Muringai. Ronald Muringai.
Ronald, thank you so much for coming through. I wish we had more time to just chat and chat away.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Nakona, for the opportunity.
Thank you, my dear. Well, bukuyena ke loka uRonald nencwadi yakhe ethi Excellence or Nothing. Now ake nginikeze nangu ke uMondli ingcobo ehambisana nayo ke iDurban Gospel Choir mabethi ke inkanyezi. Silala sidlile